يا لا 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 يا لا 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 يا لا 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 يا لا يا لا 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 لا.
How you doing, Samid?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, you're a good lad. Okay, Surah Rahman. Let's hear it.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان.
I don't think there's a need for you to stretch that, and there has to be consistency in it too, which wasn't there. Do you see what I mean? But look, overall, good melody, there's no doubt, good makharij, good pronunciation.
You're reading the whole verse very quickly, and when you come to the end part, you're stretching according to the theme. That's where I think you're going wrong a little bit.
Also, in regards to your pronunciation of the letter Ra, Ra has a quality known as takrar, which is where it vibrates slightly. So you need to bring that vibration in your Ra. For example, Ar-Rahman and many other instances of Ra, bring that vibration in the Ra, inshallah.
Okay, thank you so much, Samir.
إذا وقعت الواقية ليس لوقعتها كاذبة خافضة رافعة.
Huruf madda, which is only one alif long, and you're stretching a little bit too much everywhere throughout. إذا وقعت, that's too long. Okay, so that's what you need to look into, inshallah.
Yes, I totally agree with that comment. Whenever there's a alif madda, it's just a very short stretch. إذا وقعت الواقعة. Just a very simple one alif stretch.
Qalqala in non-qalqala areas should not happen at all. Okay, thank you.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض.
Quran is an Arabic Quran, so we have to pronounce the letters in the way they're meant to be pronounced in Arabic. So a lot of work on the makharij, similarly your clarity of recitation.
آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله.
Rosole, wrong pronunciation. Amana, wrong pronunciation. Ha, wrong pronunciation. It didn't start well, to be really honest. A lot of effort required in your reading, but the fact that you're here, Allah bless you for that. And, you know, the fact that you're trying is very interesting.
It's a competition, and so these are the things that we will be looking at in a competition. And if you're not, doing these things, tajweed rules, makharij, then you're not ready for the competition.
انطلقوا إلى ما كنتم به تكذبون انطلقوا إلى ظل ذي ثلاث شعب.
Bring in a little bit of tune, ups and downs in your recitation to make it more beautiful, inshallah. Yes. As well as that, there are, ikhfa, which are being left out in taliqu, for example. And the makharij as well, some of them you need to work on, inshallah.
Look, anyone, when reciting Qur'an, it's a great thing. It's a form of ibadah, it's a form of worship. In a competition, I felt that piece of reading was just too bland. Okay, but Jazakallah for coming, and thank you, and Jazakallah for trying.
والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى.
Your voice was very subdued, very low. So you need to open up your voice. It takes a lot of practice to open up your lungs and bring that power. But with a lot of practice, inshallah, you will get to a stage where you'll be able to really have power in your recitation.
Jazakallah, and we'll see you soon.
والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا.
Pronunciation of letters is the very first thing one should learn when learning Qur'an, learning tajweed, learning recitation.
Very young, so you've got a long, you've got enough time to practice some of the basic rules. For example, qalqala, in the words like qadaha, subaha, fawasatana. So that's something, the basic rules you need to work on, inshallah.
فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة.
You were very clear in your recitation, but I think some of the mudud you were emphasizing too much. Huruf asli, which are alif madda, waw madda, ya madda, these are, you need to stretch them less a little bit, inshallah.
You need to pay special attention to rules such as the mudud, where you should be stretching, where you shouldn't be stretching, other tajweed rules too, so you can implement that into your already clear recitation and take it up to a really high standard.
ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون.
Try to increase your clarity, the way you're pronouncing the letters, make sure they're all distinct. Also when you have mads, for example, alif lam mim and بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك, try to keep the mads at one length. If they're meant to be long, make them all long at the same length. If they're meant to be a bit shorter, all at the same length, inshallah.
سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى.
Kha, Qaf, these are heavy letters, full mouth letters, fat letters. They have to be read with a high voice, high note letters, okay? Dhal you read wrong. Invest more time in your tajweed rules so it'll beautify your reading, okay?
ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم.
Yasin, ya is meant to be short and sin is meant to be long. They're not both meant to be long. Similarly, you have, for example, say an idgham, siratim mustaqim, it's a heavy nasal sound. How do you make a heavy nasal sound? So inshallah, all of these points will make you a better reciter.
Okay, Jazakallah, thank you so much.
عما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون كلا سيعلمون.
Okay, and some of the letters which are very close, for example, dhal and za and za, you need to make them very clear when you're reading. What is it? Is it a dhal, is it a dha, or is it a za? Okay, and even other letters, for example, hamza and ayn. When you read, you need to make it clear in your recitation that this is a hamza and this is a ayn.
In various places you're making words unnecessarily long, and maybe that's because you're trying to apply a melody, a tune to your reading, and you're losing control of the how long a letter or an area in a word should be. Okay? Jazakallah, thank you.
والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يؤتيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى.
Rules, for example, ألم يجدك, there's no إخفاء there. Okay, no ألم يجدك, ألم يجدك. Your ra in ربك needs to be mouthful.
Also, whenever you have a sakin, which is like the round sign where you stop on a letter momentarily, make sure that you're not stretching the sakin. For example, we had the example of alam yajidka. Just alam, not alam. Similarly, wala sawfa, not wala sawfa. So it's just a very sharp sound.
ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم.
Some of the rules are, you're leaving them behind and you're not implementing them in your recitation. Tanzil, ikhfa, ghunna, innaka, qawman ma. These are some of the rules that you need to implement in your recitation that you need to look into, inshallah.
Yes, I totally agree. Many rules were missing. We had idghams missing, ghunnas missing. We also had mads missing. I mentioned also to a previous contestant about yasin. The ya is a very short stretch and the sin is a longer stretch. It's about knowing where to stretch short, where to stretch long.
Reading could have been much better, of course, as other judges have commented, but the fact that you're here and the bravery says a lot. Thank you.
إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها.
Okay. Bit of a weak batch, I find, this time round. Don't know how you feel about that.
I do agree. There's a lot of improvement needed, particularly in makharij.
Not just this particular contestant, but this entire batch I felt needs a lot of work.
In any recitation, makharij and tajweed rules are most important. And if you don't have that in your recitation, then the recitation is really no good, especially in a competition.
الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
I think it's the best I've heard so far today. Good start, good pronunciation, good melody, very clear reading. I enjoyed it. Muhammad Abu Yusuf.
Good recitation, very energetic. You've got a lot of energy. But because the competition will go along, inshallah, you need to look at the small errors and the small mistakes that you will make, and people will compete with other people. Rafa'aha ayn, tatghaw ta and ta. The difference between, very clear, it should be in your recitation.
Can I ask you a question? Is there a particular reciter you listen to prepare for this audition?
Abdurrahman al-Sudais.
MashaAllah, I could see the hints of that there. So MashaAllah, keep it up and well done.
هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار
المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون.
Okay, Jazakallah Muhammad Abu Hamza. Good recitation, very energetic, but when it comes to some of the makharij, I think you're lacking behind. Ha, ayn, ha. Some of these words, the word Allah, to pronounce that with mouthful, you're not doing that very well. So you need to bring that in your recitation, inshallah.
Also, one particular makhraj to focus on is your ha, which is the one pronounced with the strong sound from the middle of the throat, and then the ha, which is a slightly more softer sound. So you are confusing the two. For example, al-muhaymin, you said al-muhaymin, should be al-muhaymin, the softer one. Then when you were meant to do the stronger one in subhanallah, you said subhanallah. So making sure you're pronouncing the right letters in the right places.
How do you think you did?
I think I done good.
Yeah, I think too. You did good. Take care. Brilliant, mashallah. So we've had a second batch of contestants read so well. Now it's time to reveal who's going through to the next round and who will be going home today. Right, let's have the contestants on the set, please. How are you all? Are you all a bit scared? Yeah. Don't be, because you all read so well. You all read so well, mashallah. It's a competition. Whoever goes through, they go through. If you do not go through, you're still winners. Okay? So, the names I'm going to call, come forward, please. So, can I have Muhammad Ismail Yaqub? Can I have Muhammad Abu Yusuf? Can I have Muhammad Abu Hamza? Can I have Samid Khan? If you come more in the middle, please. Come on, more in the middle. Let's have a look at you guys. So those at the back, mashallah, you did so well, okay? Next time you will do even better. I'm afraid you will be going home. The competition finishes here for you. But those at the front, the four of you guys, congratulations. You did so well, mashallah. You're through to the next round. Thank you.
Please, three brothers, come forward, mashallah. Just come straight over here, young man. Let's come, you stand here, you stand here. Can I have your name, your age, and what you're going to read today?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Muhammad Yaqub Islam Sadi, and today I will be reciting Surah At-Teen.
My name is Raha Islam. I'm 10 years old and I will be reciting Surah Qadr.
My name is Ayan. I'm 8 years old and I'm going to be reading Surah Mujaddala.
I was getting a bit worried because you were backing way out. I thought you were going to go back home. But before you do that, let's give you one of these medallions to say thank you so much for being here, guys. Regardless of what happens today, at least you know you're going to have one of these beauties. Okay, you guys are not nervous, are you? No. Confident?
Yes.
Okay, guys, go straight through, inshallah, and do your best, okay? See you in a bit. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad Yaqub Islam.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Excellent, brilliant. Surah At-Teen?
Yes.
When you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين.
Qaf is a letter of qalqala, the sound needs to bounce. Dhal, pronunciation of Hadal, Ha, and many other letters. Makharij, articulation points have to be learnt and applied. It's clear reading, melody needs a bit of work on it. Let's see how it goes, yeah?
Summed it up that some of the makharij are very important. To begin with Dal, Ta, Ha, the other Ha. You need to differentiate between the makharij of the letters, inshallah.
Inna أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر.
The sukoon, the shadda, when things are meant to be heavy, when they're meant to be light. Also the full mouth letter, empty mouth letters, rules such as qalqala and ghunna. These are all different areas of tajweed, inshallah, that you would need to work on in order to improve.
Thank you so much.
قد سمع الله قول التي تجادلك في زوجها وتشتكي إلى الله والله يسمع تحاوركما إن الله سميع بصير.
It's a very nice tune you've had, and voice is very nice as well, mashallah. And if you get a right teacher, right mentor, and you apply the rules of tajweed and the makharij, inshallah, you'll be a beautiful reciter, inshallah.
Thank you so much. Good reading.
Can I have your name, your age, and what you're going to read today?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Umar Ghalib. Today I'll be reading Surah Al-Haqqah.
And your age is?
11. I'm 11 years old.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdurrahman Ghalib and I'm going to be reading Surah Ahzab.
And you're 25?
I'm 11.
Oh, okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Hamza Khan and I'm going to be reading Surah Mulk.
Surah Mulk. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I don't want to keep you hanging around, so allow me to put this over your head.
الحاقة ما الحاقة وما أدراك ما الحاقة كذبت ثمود وعاد بالقارعة فأما ثمود فأهلكوا بالطاغية.
Good start, good melody, good composure, confident. And just the ghunna, be careful, the sound comes out from the nasal passage and not the mouth. That's the only thing I would say, but good, yeah.
Try to recite Qur'an with tartil, slowly, take your time if you need. Make sure you're pronouncing each letter as it's meant to be recited, nice and clearly, inshallah.
Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها النبي اتق الله ولا تطع الكافرين والمنافقين إن الله كان عليما حكيما واتبع ما يوحى إليك من ربك.
A little bit of tune in that recitation, it would make a beautiful recitation. Ghunna, you need to watch out for ghunna, pronounce it properly. Ya ayyuhan nabiyyu. Yeah, pronounce the ghunna complete, inshallah.
One is reading it in a slow pace or a fast pace, but I felt that it was a bit rushed. So as a result, I'm sure you're capable of a lot of tajweed rules, but as a result of reading a bit too fast, you missed a lot out, or you made them too short, as for example ghunnas. Okay?
تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور.
Again, I could see that you were slightly rushing your recitation that may have resulted in you missing out some ghunnas, some idghams. They were missed out or recited very short. So you need to make sure you are focusing on those subtle points, the ghunna, the idgham, the ikhfa, making sure they're being applied to the right durations.
It's a competition, and when it comes to competition, you have to give it your full energy with full, proper pronunciation, tajweed, and you've missed that a little bit in this recitation.
You're lacking concentration a lot. Thank you.
يا لا 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 يا لا يا لا 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 لا